to wear his brand. And then we met Sean Diddy Combs for the first time, and Sean gave Trey a $25,000 grant, which allowed us to open a physical store. What do you think you'll do this year total? This year, to wear his brand. And then last year, we met Sean Diddy Combs for the first time, and Sean gave Trey a $25,000 grant, which allowed us to open a physical store. What do you think you'll do this year total? This year.
Okay, so I'm going to make some quick comments about this video. And as you can see in this video, the young guy has a product, clothing product, and he's been doing well in terms of selling them online. And they're able to really manage to make some money out of it. It's quite being successful from what he explained. And I have some couple of issues with their plan because when they got some money, they open retail store. So I'm going to give the reason why you do not want to open a retail store, especially if you are an entrepreneur who's opening, who has a product. Let's say if you build a product, let's say clothes, it could be a gaming, it could be shoes, it could be any physical product. All right. You do not want to open a retail store. I'm going to explain to you the reasons why. First of all, retail store is very expensive. All right. So renting a space is very expensive. I mean, speaking from experience. And it's not very clear if you just have a clothes. Let's say you have clothes and you want to open a retail store. Where do you want to open it? Or your neighborhood or in the mall? Even then, it would be very it will be very costly. So the smart thing to do is you have to open an online store. All right. You have to keep selling it online. Okay. It's very easy. It's very simple. And you don't have a lot of headache. So you have to create a brand. So when you reach 100 million or 1 billion, at this point, your product becomes a brand. And a lot of people, they know it and they like it. It looks like when you reach 100 million or 1 billion, it looks like you made a good name for yourself. So in terms of solidifying the naming, the branding, solidifying the name, making it popularizing, making it similar to other brands like Nike, Microsoft, Apple. So these are big brands. So when you reach that point, 100 million or 1 billion, at this point, you want to open a retail store in order to have brand recognition. It's simple as that. It's not to make money. It's to have a brand recognition because you want to stay close to the other brands, especially in some of the big malls. When you go there, you will see all the brands, the clothing brands, the shoes brand. You'll be able to see them. Okay. So at this point, you rent a place to build a brand, to have a recognition. So that storefront will be a point of advertising for you, for your brand, not necessarily to make money. Okay. If you take an example of World Trade Center, in the World Trade Center, there's a place, there's a market. I don't know if I forgot the name. When you go there, you'll be able to see a lot of brands. They're very expensive brand. And that to rent a place there is really expensive. It's going into 20,000, 40,000. maybe 50,000. And I realized the reason they're renting that place is not really to make a profit, but it is to have an exposure, because there's a lot of people go in and out. Okay, so millions of people, you know, they have a lot of foot traffic. Okay, so they want to expose their brand. That's the reason why they are there. They are not. I don't think they are making a lot of money out of that. And the reason is that a lot of people today, they buy things online. Okay, so my my advice is, if you are an entrepreneur, young entrepreneur, please do not go to retail. Retail will suck your resources. Build online presence. All right, put your product on Amazon. Put your product on a big platform when you can reach a lot of people. Okay, the idea that you want to go into retail, it's not a good idea. A lot of people, they do not know, but retail is not an attractive market, unfortunately. Okay, the only time you want to go to retail is the the services or whatever that you have as a business. The person has to come into you, let's say a salon, okay, or a hair salon. Even in a hair salon, you can still go to. But let's suppose a hair salon, a braiding, a hair salon. So a lot of people, they go to hair salon and get the haircut. So then you are forced to go to to open a retail store so that people can come in. All right. And the other one is a convenience store. So you have to open a convenience store, people come in and go, right? Or like a cafe or restaurant. So these are retail is a must, it's important. But if you are selling a single product, retail is not the way to go. I'm going to repeat that. Retail is not the way to go. All right. So just to keep in mind, sell online as much as possible. Build a brand. Okay, $100 million brand, a $1 billion brand. Then, as a strategic move, you can go to a retail where other big brands are, to showcase or to reinforce or to also to have a recognition as a big brand. Otherwise, do not go to retail. Am I clear or not?